Hello students, welcome to Treasure Online class. In the last class, we have discussed about the story The Fir Tree written by Hans Christian Andersen. In the last class, we have learnt about the story. No, what's the topic of the story? The Fir Tree. Good. Written by whom? Hans Christian Andersen. And today we are going to learn about punctuation and types. Okay, what's the topic? Punctuation and types. Very good. What do you mean by punctuation? What do you mean by punctuation? Do you have any idea? What do you mean by punctuation? Okay, good. Listen here. We use pause and intonation while speaking to make our meaning clear. We use pause and intonation while speaking to make our meaning clear. While speaking, we are using pause and intonation, isn't it? What do you mean by pause? Pause. Pause means there is a stop, isn't it? And then intonation. What do you mean by intonation? Intonation means raising tone and falling tone, isn't it? Raising tone and falling tone. Pause means short time stop, isn't it? And then intonation means raising tone and falling tone. While speaking, we are using raising tone, falling tone and short time pause in a certain places, isn't it? To make our meaning clear. And then while speaking, we are using pause and intonation. For while writing, what we have to use? Yes, we use punctuation marks. We use punctuation marks in writing to help the reader understand the meaning. Without punctuation marks, we can't able to understand the content. Okay, understand the meaning of the sentences. So punctuation plays a major role in writing. Okay. So we should have to concentrate on punctuation marks, where we have to use full stop, where we have to use comma, and where we have to put capital letters. So we have to give more importance to punctuations. Okay, we use punctuation marks in writing to help the reader understand the meaning. So we use punctuation marks to make the reader to understand the meaning of a sentence, isn't it? Then look at here. What are the punctuations? Full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation mark, slash, round brackets, square brackets, underscore, and the last one is hyphen. Okay, be aware where we have to use these types of punctuations. Okay, then look at here, types of sentences. Types of sentences. What do you mean by sentence? What do you mean by sentence? A set of words in the right order makes a sentence, isn't it? A set of words in the right order makes a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that make complete sense. A sentence means there should be a complete meaning. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. Today we are going to learn about different types of punctuations for different sentences. Okay, for what sentence, for what are the punctuation we have to use for certain or a particular sentences. Then listen to the types of sentences. Look at here. The first type of sentence is declarative sentences. Declarative sentences is otherwise known as assertive sentences. Okay, then the next one is imperative sentences. What's the second one? Imperative sentences. And the third one is interrogative sentences. What's the third one? Interrogative sentences. Then what's the fourth one? Exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences. These are the four types of sentences. What are they? Declarative sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. We use different types of punctuation for different sentences. And the first one, declarative sentences. Look at here. Already I have told declarative sentences otherwise known as assertive sentences, isn't it? Declarative sentences is otherwise known as assertive sentences, and it begins with capital letter. Okay, this declarative sentence is always begins with what? Capital letter, and it ends with a full stop, and it states some facts. Okay, it states some facts. The sentence having some facts. For example, Ramesh is a clever boy. Ramesh is a clever boy. We are learning English grammar. We are learning English grammar. The statement of facts. Okay, facts means the true one. Okay. Then declare something. This declarative sentence is telling something to us. Okay, telling something to the reader. Then what do you mean by declarative sentence? Declarative sentence is otherwise known as assertive sentence, and it begins with capital letter and it ends with a full stop, and it's statement of facts and declare something. Statement of facts means it's these are all statements of facts. Statements of facts means telling some facts. Okay. Look at here examples. This is a book. What is this? This is a book. It was a cloudy day. Look at here. The first look at these examples. The first letter begins with capital letter, and at the end of the sentence there is a full stop. This sentence ends with a full stop. It was a cloudy day. The day is full of cloudy, and Ramesh is a clever boy. Statement telling some facts. I bought a new watch. I bought a new watch. Declare something. Something. The sentence is telling something to the reader. These are the examples of declarative sentence. What do you mean by declarative sentence? It's otherwise known as assertive, and it begins with capital letter and then it ends with full stop and statement of facts, and then it's telling something. Declare something. Very good. And the next one, what's the next type of sentence? Second type of sentence. What's the second type of sentence? Good. Imperative sentences. Okay. What's the second one? Imperative sentences, and begins with, it's also same, begins with capital letter. This imperative sentence begins with what? Capital letter, and ends with full stop. There is a small, very small difference between declarative sentence and imperative sentence. Okay, you should have to read the sentence carefully. And look at here. These imperative sentence gives commands. Okay, commands, orders, request, instructions or advice. Okay, this is the small difference between declarative sentence and imperative sentence. In declarative sentence having some facts and also declare something, but the imperative sentence gives commands. Okay, commands, orders, request, instructions or advice. Okay, this imperative sentence contains order or a request to the listener. There are some examples for imperative sentence. Look at here. The first one, close the door. Okay, close the door. The sentence having what? Command or request or instructions or advice? Command. Good, very good. Close the door. We are telling commands to others. Okay, close the door. Okay, then please sit quietly. Please sit quietly. What's the sentence? Request, isn't it? Good. Bring me a glass of water. Bring me a glass of water. Bring me a glass of water. Then stop. Listen carefully. Stop ends with exclamation mark, isn't it? Exclamatory mark. But the sentence, but the word is stop. Okay, the word, but the if it is exclamatory sentence means some words following after the word stop. Okay, so here the word stop alone is there, so it's a order. Okay, stop. And the next one, please shut that window. Request. We are requesting someone. Please shut that window. Okay, these are the words for the example for imperative sentence. Okay, what's the difference between declarative sentence and imperative sentence? Declarative sentence having some facts in its sentence and it declares something to the learner, but this imperative sentence gives commands, requests, instructions or advice. Okay, are you clear? Good. Then what's the third one? Third type. What's the third type? Interrogative sentence. Very good. Interrogative sentences. It also begins with capital letter, but it ends with a question mark. Okay. Each and every sentence begins with a capital letter, but this interrogative sentence ends with question mark. We have learnt no, declarative and imperative sentence ends with what? Full stop. But this interrogative sentence ends with question mark. You all know the sentence which ends with question mark means it's ask some questions, isn't it? It's ask something to the reader. Ask question. Interrogative sentence is used to ask questions to others. Okay. First, what's the first point? Begins with this interrogative sentence begins with capital letter and it ends with a question mark. And this interrogative sentence is used to ask questions. Okay, they are used to ask questions. Good. For example, how old are you? Look at here. The first letter begins with capital letter and it ends with a question mark. Okay, how old are you? Then the next one. Should we go to the market? Ends with a question mark. Should we go to the market? And the next one. Have you finished the exercise? These are the questions. Begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. We can easily identify interrogative sentence because these words ends with a question mark. Okay. When did they come? These are the examples for what? These are the examples of interrogative sentence. Good, very good. Then I want to ask some questions. What's the first type of sentence we have learned? What's the first type? Declarative sentence. Very good. And the second one? Imperative sentence. And the third one? Interrogative. Okay. What's the fourth type? What's the fourth type? Good. Exclamatory sentences. Okay. The last one. Exclamatory sentences. It's a different types of sentences. It's slightly different from other sentences. Look at here. It express emotions. Okay. It express emotions like joy, shock, surprise, disappointment, etc. Okay. The first type of sentence, declarative sentence, explaining some facts or telling something to the reader, and it contains some facts. And then imperative sentence is used for commands, requests, instructions, and interrogative sentence is used for ask some questions. And this exclamatory sentence contains emotions. Okay, express emotions, is used to express our emotions to others. Like joy, shock, surprise, disappointment, etc. And it ends with an exclamation mark. Interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Good. This exclamatory sentence ends with a exclamation mark. Good. This sentence also very easy to find out. Okay, because this sentence ends with a exclamation mark. Good. Very good. And there are the examples. What a lovely scene. Isn't it? What a lovely scene. It expresses a joy. How tall the girl is. Huh? How tall the girl is. And that's fantastic. You have come first. Look at here. The first word begins with a capital letter. And then the sentence ends with a exclamation mark. Okay. This exclamatory sentence is used to express emotions like what? Joy, shock, excitement, disappointment, surprise, etc. Okay. And the sentence or begins with capital letter and ends with a exclamation mark. Good, very good. Let us revise that. Declarative sentence. What do you mean by declarative sentence? Yes, declarative sentence is otherwise known as assertive sentence. Very good. And it ends with it begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. And it's having some facts in this sentence and it declares something to the reader. Okay, these are the declarative sentence. And then what's the second type? Imperative sentence. Good. Imperative sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And It is used to give commands. Okay, commands, request, instructions, or advice. And then what's the third one? Interrogative sentence. Good. Interrogative sentence. It also begins with a capital letter, but it ends with a question mark. Should not confuse imperative and interrogative. Interrogative is interacting. Okay, by asking questions, interacting. So interrogative sentence ends with a question mark, and they are used to ask questions. What's the last type of sentence? What's the last type of sentence? Good. Exclamatory sentence. Very good. Exclamatory sentence. These sentences are used to express our emotions. Okay, express our emotions, and like joy, shock, excitement, disappointment, surprise, etc. Okay, these exclamatory sentences ends with a exclamation mark. Good, very good. And here is some homework for you. And in the last class we have learnt about the fir tree. No, from that lesson I am giving some questions to you. It's very simple questions. The first question is, where did the fir tree? What did it wish for at first? In the beginning of the story, where did the fir tree lives, and what is the wish? What is the wish of a fir tree? Okay, what's the wish? Wish means likes. Okay, or aim or dream, like that. Wish. Okay, to become. And then second question, what did the fir tree have in plenty? In that, at the beginning of the story, fir tree lives in a particular place. No, in that place, what did the fir tree have in plenty? Okay, plenty of things in that time. You have to mention that. What did the fir tree have in plenty? And then, what made the fir tree tremble? While living in that particular place, the fir tree felt the tremble at the particular point. Okay, you have to write the reason. What made the fir tree tremble? These are the three questions. You should have to revise the last class and write down the answer for these three questions. Okay, then next. These are the homework for punctuation. Okay, today we have learnt about punctuation. No, so you have to write homework. Insert correct punctuation marks where required. You have to insert punctuation marks. Okay, we have learned some punctuation marks now. And we also learned some types of sentences. You have to learn that. And here are some sentences. You have to use that particular punctuation to the particular sentences. Okay, the first sentence, should we go out for a movie this Friday? The first sentence, should we all go out for a movie this Friday? This is the first sentence. You have to add punctuation marks wherever you have to use punctuations, you have to add there. Okay, add the punctuation marks in the particular place of the sentences. The next one, where have you kept the glasses that we bought from the market? Where have you kept the glasses that we bought from the market? This is the second question. And the third one, C, shall I go and get the groceries from the store? Shall I go and get the groceries from the store? And the next one, what have you planned for your birthday party? What have you planned for your birthday party? And the next question, wow, India won the World Cup finals after 28 years. What's the question? Wow, India won the World Cup finals after 28 years. Good. And the next one, what a change. You look beautiful. What's the question? What a change. You look beautiful. Good. And the next one, what a shame. You missed the flight. What a shame. You missed the flight. And the last one, fantastic. We passed the test. What's the last one? Fantastic. We passed the test. Good. Students, while speaking, we are using past and intonation. No. While reading, we can able to understand what's the sentence and where we have to use the particular punctuations. Okay. read twice and thrice, you can able to understand what's the sentences and where we have to use the punctuation marks. Okay, good, very good. And these are the homework for you have to do and send to me. Stay home, save lives. Thank you, students.